there's one right there. That feels good.
There's one. Wow. That's a net full.
There we go.
Good one. Real good one.
Look at that beast.
Beautiful. Got it. Wow, that's a big one, dude.
That's what it's all about, man.
Nice job, you two.
Lund Boats proudly presents the ultimate fishing experience. This week on Lund's The Ultimate Fishing Experience, Angling Edge's Jeremy Smith, Jeff Simpson, and Mike Hahner, along with Wired to Fish's Ryan DeChaine and friends, set out on an epic fishing adventure, driving their boats over 1,300 miles to the classic fishing destination of massive Reindeer Lake in Northern Saskatchewan, a lake normally only accessed via fly-in. Arriving the second week of September, they hope to find both lake trout up on shallow reefs staging to spawn and huge pike tucked far into the shallow bays. By towing their Lund boats, they can pack all the tackle, rods, reels, and electronics they could possibly need. All the preparation and anticipation for a chance to catch the biggest fish of your life is half the fun. And you can't beat fun for a good time.
Well, after 2 nights in the vehicle and more than, 1,300 miles, we finally made it to the airbase here at Lawrence Bay Lodge on Reindeer Lake. And so we've got the ultimate crew of anglers here. We've got 3 boats about to tackle this lake that basically only gets fished from fly-in pressure. So we got my buddy Jeff Simpson, Kobe, Ryan, Adam, and Andy, and it's going to be an absolutely awesome adventure. Everybody's hardcore fishing. We've got the Wired crew, we've got the Angling Edge crew. It's going to be quite the adventure. Jeff and I and a number of buddies decided to come up here on a dream trip, driving our boats to a fly-in destination in hopes of targeting giant pike, and then maybe if we get lucky, the lake trout will be spawning by the end of the trip. So we'll get to catch trout shallow, big pike shallow, which should be awesome.
Traveling is kind of one of the great joys in life. Going to new places, experiencing new people, new environments, and for an angler, new fishing opportunities. And it was a few years back that my good friend Jeremy Smith from Lund Media Productions down in Brainerd and Mike Hahner approached me about Wired to Fish joining them on a drive-to destination trip to an actual remote fly-in lodge on Reindeer Lake, and that's exactly what we did. Now, Lawrence Bay Lodge is a fly-in destination, full service, excellent guides, boats, all of that, but we kind of wanted to bring our offices from home, which were a few 1875 Pro guides and then our 2075 Pro V Bass from Wired to Fish, fully loaded with all of our gear, and time it to the lake trout spawn, which occurs in early September.
First day in camp, we're here, it's really happening. I think we need to head out and check out these giant pike this place has. We're gonna try to catch some trout too, huh?
Yeah, I'd love it. I've been looking forward to a little trout shore lunch right out of the gate.
Oh, that sounds good. Well, we'll get some big pike and then try for some trout, huh?
Awesome.
2 of them. It is amazing how these fish up this far north, like at home, they'd be gone from these days months ago, but. Got him?
Yeah, there's one.
Oh, there's a nice one. That's a nice fish, Jeff.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. That didn't take us long.
No.
Oh, that's a great fish, dude. Wow.
Right on. Barb's hooks, they come right out. Boy, these things, I don't know how many you can catch on a trip up here to Saskatchewan, but it is a pile of them. Nice. Nice pike. Oops.
That was instant. I mean, we just pulled into this spot. It's just amazing. Jeff throws in. We see a couple just sitting near the surface. He makes a cast, and was that your second cast, Jeff? Oh, and I just missed another one. It's just totally pandemonium. There can be so many fish in these spots, and oh wow, was that cool? Big one, Jeff. Wow, did that thing move water?
Oh, he's going nuts.
White water central. Is it a muskie?
All right.
But holy cow. They are in here.
That is awesome.
Wow. You've made 3 casts now and caught 2 fish like this.
That's pretty good.
Insane.
Oh, hey, you rascal, come here.
What a critter.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, Jer and I are just getting started. You know, a crew of us, the boys and I came up here, and we're coming up and we're targeting big pike and lake trout. And Jer said, Hey, let's start off with these pike. It's such a beautiful day. Let's see what we can find. This is my third cast, second fish.
And like that size.
Yeah.
Nuts.
So far, so good, in my opinion. Nice.
Yeah, when you can go 2 for 3, there's not many places you can do that, man.
I'm trying to keep up my batting average here, Jared.
Yeah.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Go boldly.
There's one. Perfect one for lunch. If I can hold on to him,
Yeah.
I might actually grab the net because we want to eat.
Ooh.
That looks delicious, doesn't it, Jeffy? Hey, all right. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Yep.
Sweet. Mission accomplished. Pull out from the lodge, make a couple casts, catch a trout. Pretty tough to beat that. Perfect. Great little eating trout, huh? Pretty soon these fins are going to be bright orange, but you can already see those white margins showing up there. Look at that. Gosh, such beautiful fish. Getting close to spawning time for trout. No close season up here, so we can just have a heyday. Excellent. There we go, Jeff. We're clear. Shut it for you. There you go. Thank you. It's pretty unique to have this opportunity to cast at shallow water for lake trout, but we're here in September. We're a little bit early. They claim that peak lake trout spawn is in that, when it gets around 50 degrees or so, and it's still around 55. So it's a temperature now where the trout can start to come up, and the first trout coming up seem to be these little trout, which is great action, great for food, but I mean, you can come out here and just be a hero. We're just casting at round rock shorelines, and it seems like those are the shoals that the trout will eventually spawn on. We're having some good action this morning. It's pretty fun.
There's one.
Oh yes, Jeff, that is so cool. Beautiful in that clear water. That was so awesome.
Yeah.
Jeff, you are the man.
You're the man, Jared.
Oh, no, you're the man.
You're the man.
Hey, we have 2 key ingredients going on right now, Jeff.
What are
We
they,
have
Jared?
fun for a good time and trout for lunch.
There you go.
There we go. That was just cool to see him rolling. It's just glass right now. It's like an aquarium. You can see everything down there.
Aren't they gorgeous this time of year?
They're spectacular.
Wow. When they really get colored up, boy, they really look like a brook trout almost.
Yeah,
they
they
take on
do.
those characteristics, and
Oh,
they're
the pattern is just, it's so good. So
cool time of year. You're going into the lunch bucket, buddy.
There's one. It's a trout. I got it, Jeff. You can get the other one.
Ooh, got one.
You got one?
I got one.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
That net going, huh?
What's that net going?
Oh, it's a pike?
Yeah, those will eat.
Is that a shore lunch pike?
I think so.
Okay. Cool. Way to go, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Feeding the fam.
We'll say, back in the States, they chase a lot of walleyes, but this is about as good as table fare as you'll get right here. Don't you agree, Jared?
I love eating pike. I think they're awesome.
Yep.
And the lake trout pike combo is going to be even better.
We'll see if the boys can taste the difference.
Well, Jeffrey, we have enough trout for shore lunch, that's for sure. So I think
Sounds
we'll have
awesome,
some
Jared.
shore lunch. Yeah, buddy.
All right, we're ready for a little shore lunch here up on Reindeer Lake, huh? Look at that. Now we're talking.
Welcome to Canada, boys.
Yep, there we go. Quality shore lunch video, isn't it, huh?
It's turning out. It's really coming together. You're getting all the elements.
Life is good, huh? That, huh?
That's great, Mike.
You know, one of the cool things about coming up here is you get to pull over for shore lunch. The boys are up there cleaning fish, cooking fish. Hey, I want to talk to you a little bit about the work that went into this effort. You know, it's a trip that's been long in the works, and when that happens, we drove over 30 hours to get here, and you don't want to forget anything. But the cool thing is we got these beautiful Lund boats that this particular boat is it's like a Swiss Army knife. You can store everything in here. And I tell you what, between the 3 boats, we have about everything you could do from deep to shallow when we brought all that gear. Well, one of the things that we did is we love to tackle craft. There's 3 of us, Mike Hahner, Jeremy Smith, and I love to tackle craft. And we contacted our friends at Do It Molds, and we started making jigs, and we made anything from a 1 ounce all the way up to a 2.5 ounce, 3 ounce jigs. We poured those. We poured these cannonball weights. This is a 12 ounce. We have them all the way down to 4 ounce. But we also they make molds for making blade baits. We made blade baits of 3 different sizes. And again, not only did we pour just plain jigs, but we took it next level. Jer and Mike made these beautiful hair jigs. So we really spent a lot of time in the shop working together. Hey, it was a lot of fun. We just absolutely love the tackle crafting. And you know, with Do It Molds, you know, you can do all kinds of these beautiful, beautiful jigs. Well, I tell you what, we got more jigs than we will ever need, but hey, there's nothing more satisfying than catching fish on jigs and lures that you've made.
You guys killed it. Well done, boys.
That was good.
Cooked to perfection, huh?
Right in, boys.
This is what happens when somebody forgets the paper plates and the utensils. You have to improvise. So we're
Why are you blaming people?
blaming myself. Really blaming myself. It's all my fault. Look at that. When you're on a shield lake, you
What are you
use
using?
a big spoon.
That's a good spoon. That'll eat some trout, won't it?
Truly a good spoon.
It's working, isn't it?
Good. We need plates.
Fresh lake trout,
What spoon?
all chrome.
You catch what you eat with it.
How are the beans, Adam?
Good. What are you guys doing? You're a bunch of dudes spooning on the shoreline. That's nice.
It's no doubt we were excessive on the amount of gear we packed for a trip like this, but you don't want to come up here and find that it's a certain lure that the fish are going nuts on and you don't have it. But the reality is, about 99% of the time, you just need to get a lure in front of a fish's face to catch them up here. That's all it comes down to. So for the trout, when we've been casting, one of the best baits that we've had going for sure is just a lipless crankbait here. We packed a bunch of ripping wraps, the bigger size. This is size 7. Again, just you want something that's heavy, cast far, you can reel in easy, and the smaller lake trout have been going absolutely nuts on that. The pike have been going good, really good on the plastic. So we just packed a bunch of 6-inch tube jigs, some fluke bodies. I mean, if you bring a bunch of jigs up here, with bigger size plastics, you're going to be covered for a lot of trout applications and of course the big pike. Really, if I was to tell you what you need to come up here, if you just came up with a handful of jigs from 3/8 to maybe 3 ounces with some big plastics, you know, tubes, you know, the fluke style or the minnow profile and paddle tails, you could catch all the fish you wanted up here.
Oh, look at another one.
Another nice one.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
Just crushing.
Awesome.
Double time pike it, boys.
Yes.
Nice, huh? Woo! All right.
How about that for a T-bone job? You got the little spinner off the back of this big TRD. I mean, that's wolfing it, huh?
I don't know if you can see this, but we have a triple.
Reindeer Lake.
Say it, Jared, but mine's bigger than yours.
That's fun.
This is a gator.
Good fish.
Jeez, wild critter.
Pretty little acre.
What you saying? It's bigger than mine.
Nice.
There we go. That was cool. These fish don't really seem to care about what you get in front of them as long as you get to them.
Ah, nice.
Beauty fish.
Sure.
Woo! Can't go in here, Mr. Fly Rod.
That was freaking awesome. Just came up and
Learned a long time ago, you don't go to Canada without a fly rod. Wrapping them.
Sweet. Nice lake trout burping.
Fish, we're gonna let her go.
This is why you come to Northern Saskatchewan, guys. Reindeer Lake, Lawrence Bay Lodge.
Look at the little trout, rainy.
Look at that mouth on him. Look at that. Ah.
World class pike.
Oh, he almost jumped out.
That's the cool thing about coming up to Canada in the fall on a lake that has good multi-species fishing is, you know, you're catching this guy on a cast, and the next cast it could be a 20-pound pike, and we've had that happen thus far on this trip. Talk about action. You want to have fun?
Can't beat fun for a good time, I can tell you
That's
that.
right.
That is all so cool.
That's excellent fishing. All right, let's go get another one.
Got him. Ooh, that's a nice one, isn't it?
Nice.
Not a bad one.
Not a bad one.
Trout shallow, big pike
That is a
shallow.
bruiser. You know, up here on Lawrence Bay, man, Reindeer Lake, they are as thick as you want them to be. Nice.
Love it. Our adventure to Reindeer paid off, baby. That is a giant pike. How sweet is that?
All right, let's get this girl back. Big old pike. It's pretty satisfying to catch them and then put them back in a system like this.
It's so cool that we made this long drive. I mean, what an adventure. This is a trip of a lifetime. We've been dreaming about this for years. And this is everything we'd hoped it would be. It's beautiful, it's sunshine, we're in the back of a bay, and it's huge fish every cast. Oh, if you're a fisherman, this is everything you love. We made this big adventure with 3 Lund boats, and 2 of them are Pro Guides. That's the boat I run, the 1875. Mike has the 1875 Pro Guide as well. And this is my favorite boat in the Lund fleet for a number of reasons. First of all, it's the versatility that this thing has for fishing. Big deck up front for casting. We've got room to cast in the back, so for fishing pike or trout, we're totally dialed for that. But it's also an absolute weapon for trolling, whether you're contour trolling or we're trolling, you know, big lead out in the deep water on some of those deep water runs. And these 1875 Pro Guides are powered with a 90-horse 4-stroke Mercury on the back. It's got the hydraulic steering, so running a bigger motor like this is no problem with the tiller handle. It's just an absolute dream to run. So this thing has got the storage for lake trout, walleye, pike. I mean, I can load so much tackle in here. I put, I think, almost put like 25 rods in here. It's just amazing the storage that it has, but also the fishability. I just don't know of another boat that can contour troll like this one does, but still have the ability to cast like a machine. It's just an absolute awesome, awesome boat.
The tiller boat is probably the ultimate in flexibility. Those guys have been doing a lot of trolling for lake trout. They've caught a number of Lakers trolling from down deep in the holes, 170 plus feet all the way up to just flatline trolling tight contour wise along the shorelines. They've caught giant pike trolling, and then they can easily switch up to the front deck and do exactly what we're doing now, which is just covering water, casting for pike and lake trout. Us, on the other hand, have this big boat with a 250, and when you're staring at a lake of 1.7 to 2 million acres, it's been pretty nice to get behind the wheel and just cover water and comfort. And our goal with the 2075 was to focus more on casting opportunities. So we rigged a bunch of bait casting and spinning setups, focused on getting up on the bow and casting down these shorelines, finding isolated weed beds, targeting big pike, that type of stuff, while those guys cover down on the trolling. So it's been a fun mix.
Lawrence Bay Lodge, Reindeer Lake, land of giant pike.
Jeremy Smith under a rainbow.
Wow, is there a pot of gold in this bay, Mikey? Pike fishing gold in here. Ooh.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
you're like a painting right now.
He's like a painting, huh?
Pike at the end of the rainbow.
A big one. There you go. Nice one.
Oh,
nice one, boys.
no way.
Yep. Nice one.
Jer.
Sweet.
Oh man,
There we go.
it's running and gunning, buddy.
A huge one, Jeffy. Whoa! We're coming back into this bay. Holy mackerel.
Holy
Stay hooked. Oh yeah, look at the back on this thing. Holy cow, this is a monster, Jeffy.
I like the sound of that.
Okay, all right. Woo!
bucket.
Oh man.
Get it over
This
here.
is just, we have a rainbow here. We are catching gigantic fish. This is what we dream. I mean, this is not a place, everybody flies here, and we brought up our Lunds to fish with our good stuff, and we are just hammering big pike. It is absolutely insane. Oh, yes!
Good job, buddy.
Yes, this is everything we wanted. What kind of cracks me up about this fish, it's a giant fish, so you would not even believe the collection of tackle that this group brought to the party. I mean, we've got everybody who's been a fish head their whole life. They've been spending, hoarding for the last 20 years tackle, and we brought everything up here because we just didn't know what they were gonna bite on. And this is like the lure. I'm like, well, I'll probably just tie this on and fish it quite a bit. And this is really all you need. It's fun to have all this stuff, but just a half-ounce jig and a piece of plastic catches all kinds of fish. Jeff and I have been hammering them on it. And look at this. We ended up with a Magnum Jack. I think this is what we came up here for. This is what everybody dreams about when you come to the far north. Holy smokes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, crew, for coming up here. What an incredible experience we've had on Reindeer Lake at Lawrence Bay Lodge. This is absolutely the trip of a lifetime. I mean, it truly is. This was a lot of planning, a lot of work to get these boats up here. And it was worth all the preparation for this. It's amazing.
Trouty out. Let's go. Hold him up for the... Turn into the camera.
What happened? I can't breathe. Holy shit. I was like, something's wrong, Mike.
Yeah, there's a trout anyhow.
Thanks for joining us. If you'd like more information, check out lundboats.com or these other online outlets.